Hey guys, this is Rachel Yugson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. We are here with our weekly PLR Power Hour. Today we're going to be talking about Facebook ads. We're going to be wrapping that up. We have Christina here. She's going to be telling us how to actually put into motion everything that we learned the other week. This is really great training. You don't want to miss this. You want to follow everything that she's given us. Be sure that you've done your homework from last time. If you haven't, reach out to me. I can help you walk you through that. And if you hit any sticking points, Christina's wonderful enough to let us tag her in the Facebook group or reach out to her. So you're not alone here. We're going to make sure that you get settled. So Christina, thank you so much for coming again and wrapping this all up for us.
Yes.
Let's go ahead. I guess let's go ahead and get started.
Cool.
And
yeah, because we'll use most of the time.
Good. And then afterwards, I want to touch base with you before we do those show notes, just to make sure that I have everything as well. So.
Okay. No, I don't have a big PowerPoint presentation this time.
No,
so
that's
don't kill
fine.
anybody's eyes.
No, you were fine, honey.
Okay. You're passing it to me.
Yep, you should be able to actually just go ahead and share your screen. So if you hover over the bottom portion of your of the box, you should see a green folder that says share.
Yeah, and it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Huh, well then I guess I'll have to make you the host. Just so you know, we'll have to walk through you making me the host again before we wrap up. But
okay.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm the host now.
It's an adventure for everybody.
Yes. Okay, so here I'm going to show you what we're, oh my.
You okay?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to find,
It's
all
okay.
of a sudden this big old thing popped up saying select a window. Okay, so let me select my.
Greg is laughing because he's been through this recently with his.
Who has?
Greg, he's had recent webinars.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad then. So this, so we're doing the second week of the Facebook. It's basic training. I hope that everybody I'm going to show you how to create your audience in the ad, create your ad campaign, do a simple ad set your budget, and then your ads where you put your picture, and then we'll schedule it. And then I'm going to show you why placing your pixel right now, I mean, before you even think about doing ads, will help you in the future with your ads. Because right now, without having a pixel, you're limited on anything you can do with the Facebook ads. So let me go over to okay, so as most of you know, also Rachel, can you see my face?
I can see your face. I don't see a screen. I see your face. Like really? If you're sharing Facebook, I don't see that. I see your face.
I'm sharing that. I'm glad I asked. Yeah, I'm showing Facebook.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Can you, when you hit your share screen button, do you have the ability to, what are your options?
See, share button.
When you hover over the bottom of your window, you don't see a green share folder?
Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. Yes, now I do, but I clicked that.
Well, it gives you different options, so it's possible that it's sharing. There we go.
I'm just hitting buttons.
Perfect. You did it.
Okay, so now, I guess nobody saw the Facebook little PowerPoint thing that I talked about.
We didn't, but
it doesn't, it's just telling you what. But so we're going to talk about the audience in your Facebook ad. And then I haven't really been on Facebook for probably 18 months. Once I gave up doing Facebook ads, I went away from Facebook for a while. It wasn't anything Facebook did, it was me. So once I got in there and started playing around, they've really made it easy to use, to walk through making your ad. And so once we go through this, you'll see what I mean, how simple it can be. So let's go ahead and get to the making your ads. So, well, that's another training here. Rachel, I can't pull up my, oh, wait a minute, it's right here. Okay, so most of you know, I hope that you do, that you can promote, you can create your ad just from your Facebook business page. And I want to also mention something that I mentioned 2 weeks ago about having you be the owner. And I'm sure Rachel's heard about this. Several of well-known PL creators and Alice from Prosperity Publishing, they've had their Facebook whole business pages taken away from Facebook. They were hacked and Facebook's not allowing them to appeal. So what the answer to that is, you be the owner of your Facebook page. So if you've created your business page, you know what that means. Then what you want to do is add one or two as an admin, but they're not owners. So that way, if you're removed, they can still go into your Facebook profile, your business page, and do work for you, or delete it, whatever you decide to do with that. So that was just update on some of the events that are going on with this hacking. So you can make your ad through, I'm trying to get rid of those pictures on the side. There we go. So down here it says promote, or you can go up to the top of your page. Things keep getting in the way here. And you can go, oh, I don't know. We're just going to go and do it the way I was doing it with my page. I always went in through the promote page to create my ad. And did everybody put their pixel in?
Yeah, I did. And it took hey Tina, good to see you today, my friend. It took about an hour. And so for anyone who hasn't done it or needs help doing it, feel free to reach out to me after the meeting today and we can definitely sit down and do it together.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go into the promote. And I don't know what's going on here, Rachel. So I've never promoted boosted a post. I heard that it didn't do anything for you. I've never done it, so I cannot speak for it. So you can promote your page, which is recommended. Let's see here. I want to get you to the ads manager is where I'm trying to get, but the screen isn't letting me. It's being stupid. Okay, so we're at a create an ad. Still not letting me. Okay, well, the other way is if you go into your ads manager, which you were in before, when you set up your pixel.
So that's the business.facebook.com.
Yep,
Is that right?
correct.
Okay.
So you have your ads manager. And since I was going through, I was playing with it, and I came up with a brand awareness diabetic keto, but I want to show you how to create that. And that's when you go into your audiences. And when we're doing just a brand awareness, creating an audience is kind of limited because we don't have that pixel placed and gathering all that information. So once you place that pixel, you'll have information in here that will help you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new audience. So we'll be able, once you get information on your pixel, you can go through and see all this, and you'll have more information to build an audience. So get started. I went through this 100 times and it was smoothly. Now I can't even.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Meetings, it happens with meetings. It's okay. My business coach mentioned that you could even pull in emails from like your
Yes.
AWeber and create a
Yep.
look-alike audience that way.
Yep. And I was going
Pretty,
to mention that if you
oh,
haven't,
sorry.
oh, no. Go ahead, please.
I get all excited when I saw lookalike because she had said
Yes.
that's the word she used, and I was like, oh, hey, I know
Yep.
something. So that's why I threw it out there to the world. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yep. But the lookalike audience can only happen if you do have an email address, and you have information on your pixel, because it won't know what to look for on a lookalike if you don't have already an ad that's been placed or information from your pixel, because it wouldn't know what to mimic or do a lookalike. And when you do a lookalike, the only thing that's really interesting, you're only going to make one or two changes so that you know what positive came or increased your engagement or your brand awareness or lead generation. You don't want to go and change a bunch, like change a image. Instead of an image, put a video when you do a lookalike. Otherwise, you might as well just create a new ad if you're going to change, multiple things. So here, if you go to create an audience, we're going to do the custom audience. And we're going to do it from our Facebook page, because we don't have events, we don't have other. And pick which page you have. Anybody, so you have two. You can pick anyone who's visited your page, engage with any post or ad if you've done it before, people who clicked on any of the call to actions on your page. So I just chose anyone who visited my page because I haven't done anything really with it. Name your audience. So we'll name it brand awareness, and you always want to put the name of the ad you're doing. So brand awareness, if you're doing engagement, doing Facebook likes, you want to name it so you know what that ad is. It keeps you organized. If you just put anything, you won't know what it is. So I went in and was looking at the diabetes niche, the health niche. And I even niched it down to keto. So we'll create that audience. I also want you guys to know that one of the best ways, another option to do, is Facebook has their up here. If you go back to your home in that search bar, go in there and have fun with it. This is a great way to find where your audience is hanging out, what groups, what pages. So if you put, like I put, it will show you, because later, once you get more information on your pixel, you can target these groups, you can target pages, and then if you have the email list, those on your email list, you'll be able to target them in the groups and those who engage on other pages. So having the pixel, like I said, is really important to do. It will really help you. So we're going to just then go down and create an ad. Come on. I think Zoom makes this slower.
Yeah. And you know, there's all this like fun internet lag and stuff that's happening with all the teleworking going on, and
I
it's just all
agree.
fun right now.
Yes. So back when I first did Facebook ads, this side here, the campaign, ad set, ad, none of this was organized. I'd have to go to campaign page, I'd have to go to an ad set page, and an ad page. Facebook has really got this organized. It's a nice blueprint that really helps you create an ad and then make money. But you know, that's besides the point. So we're going to do brand awareness. I tried the reach one, which I was going to show you. I did on one of these, and it just limits you. You can't do anything unless you have like your email list imported, and that's really easy to do too. Engagement, same thing. Nobody, if there's no information on your pixel, you can't do an engagement for anybody who already came to your page. So at the present time, we're going to do brand awareness.
Can I ask you a really quick question about the pixels?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that you have, for me, for instance, I have used PLR and whole food PLR. So I assume I put I put the pixel on both sites, but I assume that when I get to this point, Facebook is automatically going to be able to say, well, this audience is this whole food related because that's what they're clicking on and that's what they're doing.
Do
And
you have your pages connected? You can connect your pages.
you mean to each other?
Yep.
I do not.
So if you do that, then you're set on that.
My Facebook pages?
Yeah, your Facebook pages, you should be able to connect. You know how you can connect your group onto your page?
No, I don't.
Girl.
I'll look it all up though.
Oh, you're funny. So yeah, you can connect your group to your Facebook page
Huh,
and you connect your pages. So you'll want to do that.
okay.
And then when your pixels start, then you'll be able to do a very targeted lookalike audience
Okay.
with those two pages, especially if you connect them because you're the owner.
Okay.
That make sense?
That does make sense. I had no idea I could do that. See, guys,
Yeah.
this is why I need this stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rachel, since I hadn't been on it for a while, when I went and looked to start creating my Facebook page, business page, I was dumbfounded at how much changes and how much they've added, deleted. I mean, it took me an hour to fill out where it would take 15 minutes prior. So
Wow.
a lot of changes in 18 months.
Jeez, that is a
Yeah,
lot of
which is
changes.
good. Yeah, there's a lot of changes everywhere, but okay. So create that ad, done. And so I chose this one and we're going to start. So here's your audience detail. And I was hoping I could move this sucker, but oh well. Edit. And again, we did the anyone who visited your site. Where I can pick the country and all that? See, this is getting in my way. I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh, come on, please, please. Why do I have to do this again, Rachel?
That's okay. While she's doing that, everyone will notice my horrible attack cat. She's made her way here into the meeting today. She's actually not that horrible. She does have a history with scaring off pet sitters, but she's not horrible to me.
I'm waiting for my dog to want to sit in my lap. My codependent dog.
She's usually pretty good about wanting nothing to do with me, but I think between the new office setup and hearing me over here doing something, she wants to be in the midst of things. We'll see how long she stays, though.
I don't get what this thing is doing to me. So we'll create a new campaign and see what it does. This thing is slow. Okay, I think we're there. So once you hit brand awareness, go up and hit create new campaign. Brand awareness, and we'll do we're not doing any A/B testing yet because we don't have anything. I don't have anything on my Pixel. So I'm in the United States, dollars, LA. And then here's where we're going to define, create our audience. Now, over here on this audience size, once you get your email list uploaded or get information on your Pixel from this brand awareness, you're going to start getting down into the specific. But right now, because we don't have a lot of information, being right here in this audience is perfect. You want to be between 1 and 2 million people that you're going to target. Anything more in your ad spend is going to go out to the stars. It's going to go big. So I'm going to do women. This is their demographics and where I want them located. Because the more specific you get, the better you'll target. So I'm going to put just the US. You can add Canada because I am going to choose which language I want, but I'm still just going to stick because when I was doing this, the audience was up in the millions. So I'm going to edit. I'm going to target a group my age between 47 and 65. Women. And then, so if there's anything else that you want to, there's more options for this. Languages, like I said, you can do just English. This one was something new that they added. And you can pick it. We already did the people who like your page or friends. We'll do friends of people who like your page because what happens is most of the time you're associated with someone who's kind of has your similar beliefs, values, or do like similar sports. And what happens is this will target their profile coming from the friends. So if I'm friends with Rachel, and if anybody has similar demographics of her friends, it will target her friends, only those who have similar interests. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. I'm not making all the faces at you. I'm very interested. My cat just jumped under my desk and she bites my feet. So it's got nothing to do with you. This is very good stuff. Thank you.
I can't see you, so I
Oh
put
my
everything.
gosh. I'm kind of glad that nobody can see this because it's a little bit of a circus today.
So then where's the rest of this? Save this audience. You should. So you're going to do an automatic placement. It's recommended. Doing the manual placement of these ads, I don't even know how to do it. So I always did the automatic. Let them deal with all of that. Here's your budget and your schedule. I do $5 a day. Then I put a start and stop date, because say something happens and you can't get to your ad and turn it off, you're going to have a big bill. So I always try to see what can or can't happen with that. So I always put a date. And if you stick it for a month, then your cost is going to be $155. Come on. So here we are at the ad set, where this right here, add an instant experience. I've seen that on Facebook and it's pretty cool. I haven't done one before because it's new, but that looks really neat, and it's for mobiles. So more people are using mobile than the laptop, so it's a good one. So we're gonna do the single image. You can do carousel, where if you have different products and you want to showcase them, you can do a carousel. And you've seen them on there where they just go through the different pictures as you're scrolling down. It's up to you what you want to do. So I'm just going to add this image. Select the placement where you want it. I want it in Facebook stream. And that'll be in the feeds. And it won't be on the side. So have you seen ads that are on the side of when you're on laptop? Those don't convert well. So desktop feeds. And when you put writing on this image would be a disaster to put on an ad. You really just want an image. And if you can put one sentence on your image down in the corner, or that's what Facebook wants. It doesn't want a bunch of text on the ad. The text should be up in your post or what you write. And what I should have mentioned was, this post comes from your Facebook page. So when you write a post, that's how you're writing your copy, is on your page and then that's when you then create an ad from that post that you make. It will be seen on your page and will be so people can go visit it. Okay. Primary airline. I just want to save new.
I'm really getting excited about playing with this.
It's a lot of fun. There's nothing, you can't break anything in here. You cannot break. I mean, that's what you got to do, is go in there, because it would take a good 4 weeks to go through a whole Facebook ad, to learn from beginning to building a strategy to building your sales funnels. I mean, it took me a while to learn. So
I'm excited because I had added my Pixel, I think I put it on both sides, but at least my main site, the use PLR, like a week and a half ago. So I'm really excited to go back in and see what's what.
what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and it's so detailed on your insights. You'll be amazed. Okay, so here's add language. Again, come on. So we're going to do the Facebook pixel. And I don't understand why it's saying it's not active, because it's active. It wouldn't let me make an ad if I didn't. Unless it's not active on my site, but okay. And confirm, because we're not doing any offline events or anything like that. Now they want my money, and that's it. That is your awareness ad. How simple is that? It's very simple. See how
Oh,
it says, see how you have my, wait a minute, I didn't say. I was gonna hope, oh, that's Instagram. So see how all my pages show up? It's because I have them linked together.
okay. Hey, and you
So
can't run ads to groups, right? It's just
you
to
can,
pages. You
you can
can.
you can target groups. You can't, okay. So when people are on your pages and they've liked your page, what happens is your pixel will optimize that. And when they target that one person, they're going to start targeting the groups they're in, the pages that they've liked, and you're going to learn more about your audience. Because the more you know about your audience, the more specific you can get with that.
So for someone like me who has, like, I have my use PLR group, which is totally
Mm-hmm.
different from my business page. I can't target people who are already in my group.
Yes, you can target your own group.
I can.
Yes.
You can build an ad off of your group.
Yep.
Okay.
Now let's see here, because I went out and played around. Um, I did it. Which one is this? I did. So this was more like a, let's go back and see which one I did. But I think this was an engagement one I did, just to play around. Okay, so placements, ad. Well, let's just go on back to Ads Manager and I'll show you where you can do that. All you got to do is just play around. It's so we're gonna do. I'm not getting anywhere here. It worked early. Beautiful. Okay, create an audience. It worked beautifully for me this morning.
It's okay, sweetie. It happens.
Custom audience. So it's not right here. I'm losing it. There we go. So I went under Ads Manager.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to see if this is what I'm going to see. Yeah. So here's your campaign objective. You can do brand awareness, reach, and here's what I did earlier where post engagements. So if you want someone who engages on your post, that'll, so we'll engage. I meant to hit that campaign budget optimization. So make sure we do that. Your daily budget, I'm not doing $55. There we go. Now create ad. And see, since I don't have anything on this pixel, it's very limited what you can, come on. So you'll see this special ad category that's more for nonprofit organizations that do housing, employment. So that's what I'm creating a campaign for ad now. So there's your post engagement. Your campaign budget is $5. And I mean, it's really simple. So that's it. Because your pixel is already there, it's going to go in there and it's going to hit those that engaged on your post. Does that make sense? Or your page?
It does. It does. So, so to get the insights, we would go to the Facebook for Business.
Yep.
It's facebook.com/business.
Ads manager. And those are down here. Come on. Right there. Audience insights.
So maybe I'm not logged in is my problem. I'm having some issues getting to my insights.
Everyone on Facebook or people connected to your page. This is what I played with, the new audience. And since I didn't have any information on my pixel, it just basically gave me the statistics on Facebook. So it didn't really. So people connected to, see, I have nothing because I have nothing on my website or on my page.
I think.
But once you have your pixel running, you should have information underneath that, under your insights.
Okay.
Do you want to take back your screen?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pulling up my insights now so that I can kind of show everybody. So for me to take back the screen, if you could just hover over my name, and you'll see a little thing that says more, and you can just say make host, and that will give it back. Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. All right, guys, so I put my pixel up like a week and a half ago. I'm not really expecting a whole terrible amount of stuff for right now. Remember, this is based on these insights are based on my page. They're not based on my group. So it's going to be much different. I really wish that they would give us insights on our own groups. I think that would be great, but
There should be.
I need to figure that out then because I would love to get insights on my group. But
Okay.
for now, I'm in this facebook.business.com, and I went to, when you come to that main site, you'll just go over into your upper right-hand corner. It'll say
Yeah.
create an ad. You don't have to actually create it. Just click that you're going to create it. And then it's going to take you to something like this. You're going to see over here are the pages that you told Facebook that you have. And then down here is your ad center and your insights. So if I click on my insights, then I get this nice little block of information for each page. This Rachel Youngson page is just a page that I just have and I don't do jack with, so I'm not expecting much there. Use PLR. I have to go back to my insights here. So you can see we've had, since that week and a half has come, I've had 12 page views. I don't do stories, as you guys likely know.
And if you look on her side of her manage page, do you see how many different options you have now? Because you have insights on your pixel.
Oh,
Let's
wow,
see your
yeah.
page quality or notifications. You have way more options.
You're talking
When,
about right over in here, yeah?
yeah, because you have information on your pixel that it can optimize. So
That's really cool. So now, and we'll figure out, I'll figure out how to get my group up in here too, if that's possible. Get insights on the group, and then can we do that through the ads manager as well?
wait, no, no.
Okay, yeah, that's what
I'm
I was
gonna
thinking.
see if I can look on my Facebook page.
Oh, but here's a really cool thing I found, folks. So over here, when you're looking at your insights for your page, go over to posts, and then you can see, for me, every time I do an email, those of you who follow me on social media, you know I splash that everywhere. I don't
Yep.
splash it in the group unless it's somebody who's already in our group that I'm promoting, because otherwise it just gets spammy. So anyway, so you can see here I have these blog posts, and I'm sorry, these posts that I made linking back to my email, and I can see the reach that I was able to get. And then, of course, there's all this other good stuff that we can then go from there. This boost post, which, bleh, that's email stuff. I'm not going to boost any of that. That would just be silly. But I want to play around with this a little bit and see where we can take it from here. Now, the good news is for us to get started, it's just going to be for these opt-in reports for those of you who've been part of our blog challenge. That's how I would love for us to do these. I think it's simple, it's straightforward, it's you're not going to waste a lot of money, and it's a great way to start bringing audience in during this time. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. And so I'm going to be in the next week playing with my own report that I started creating last week, and then we can do results next week, and then I can show you how I targeted for the best results, so that then you can go ahead and mimic that yourself if you choose to. As far as the actual blogging portion of the challenge, you're off the hook. You don't have to blog anymore. I'm going to continue blogging though, and I'm going to change that to a Thursday blog shout out kind of thread, just because I feel like there are benefits in blogging, and I feel like for me, I've got product I'm working at Whole Food PLR. I've got a product I'm working for Raven's upcoming bundle. I've got a bonus that we did for Kelly's fire sale, or I'm sorry, something we put into Kelly's fire sale. So I have a lot of these different plates going outside of my, I do FBA on Amazon too. So this blogging like once a week for me, now I have a whole new product at the end of these 5 weeks. I have a whole new report that I'm prettying up and tweaking, and I'm going to have out for the world, so to speak. So for me, there's benefits there, because no matter how busy I am, that half hour during the week at any time, I can usually find that. So especially when we like focus on making it stupid simple and doing it as basically as we possibly can. So does anyone have any questions? Anything that you want me to go to discuss with you moving forward, like anything that you want to hit on next week, anything that, have you done your pixels? If you haven't done your pixels, do you need to, would you like to walk through it together while we're all together? Anything like that, feel free to let me know in the chat. While you're doing that, I did want to let you know that our latest release, what was it? Healthy Summer Eating. Look at me being on top of stuff. Our latest release is has a coupon right now, but that coupon is going to expire in a couple, just 2 days. So be sure if it suits you, if it truly suits you, be sure that you go ahead and grab it before that coupon expires, because then it will go from $10 to $27, and that's a big jump. So it'll stay there at $27. You'll get a journal and a report, and articles pulled from the report, an opt-in page, social graphics, and a checklist. So all that fun stuff. And of course, you'll get a little bit of PLR training, because let's face it, that's what Rachel likes to do. So that's that. Also, I wanted to let you know, I don't know the bundle dates. I believe it's like beginning of June. I'm not really on top of it, but I will be promoting Raven's Color Monthly bundle when that comes out. And what I'm going to be contributing to that is a whole product based on the Use PLR to Make Money blogging concept that we did a couple of months ago. One of the things that we're going to be doing with that is we're going to have a private webinar where we're going to go over different strategies that we did not cover in the Power Hour, as well as, of course, touch base on what we covered in that Power Hour, just for those who weren't there. And we're going to have a guide and a worksheet and all that fun stuff. So pay attention to Raven's Bundle. That's going to be a $97 product outside of the bundle. So if that interests you, pay attention to those emails, and we will be sure that we get you hooked up and get you in there. Let's see. Let me pretend that I know how to get back to my chat real nice and easy here.
Yeah, because I was going to see if I can place this insights from groups. I was going to try to put it in the chats. See if I can do that. Paste. So here is a great place to go and find out the groups on their insights, Rachel.
Okay.
How you can get in and check them out.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Christina. And then we will use that as part of our notes for this too, guys. So I know some of you, especially those of you who are going to be listening to this after the fact, have groups and don't necessarily have pages, or have both like I do. So this is going to be a great way for us to have another option of getting those
insights.
Yes, these are who you want to be friends with kind of statistics. Yep. So
and if I confused anybody, please reach out. I'm happy to walk you through it, Zoom it, or whatever we need to do.
That's very sweet. I appreciate that, Christina. Did you want to talk about, are you doing pixels for a fee or anything like that? I know we thought about it, but we weren't sure.
If it's like like $47 for a pixel is perfect.
That's a good price. I like that.
Although, they're like $2,500 to $5,000 for people to place a pixel, which I find unreasonable, but
that's much. I'd much prefer the $47.
Exactly.
And they're really easy to place, guys.
Yes, they are.
They're very simple to place once you kind of get it. But if you have any like real tech hiccups, Christina has offered to let us reach out to her. I just want us to go into it with the mindset of we're going to make that time valuable for her. So, that's why I asked. So thank you, Christina, for that. All right, folks, I think that is a wrap for today. I'm going to be prettying up this report that we created last week, getting it up on my site, and starting to play with these ads. So then next week, we'll be able to kind of see how the process went so that you can mirror it yourself if you choose to. Does anyone have anything they want to shout out today, or say, hey, this is what I did this week that's been really great, or have any sticking points that they want to go over before we wrap up today? Greg says thank you. Carol says thanks, Christina. She
You're
appreciates
welcome.
this. Yeah, I appreciate it too. Thank you very much, Christina. This was really kind of you. Um, Facebook is a fun playground to be in, but it's kind of like Amazon, where it's there's a lot of equipment on the playground. You kind of got to figure out what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's it for today. Thank you again, Christina. And I will see everyone again next week. Take
Have a
care,
great week,
everybody.
guys.